Howdy, howdy, my dear friends. Here I am recording this intro on November 20th of 2024, the day Pluto is actually moving into Aquarius. It's big, beautiful energy for me because of my birth chart and where Pluto and Aquarius and everything sit. And I'm ready to embark on this new quest. Woohoo! Now, before we start your reading, I'd like to share with you some information for 2025 and what I'm intending to provide for my community. But if you'd prefer to leap ahead and bypass this intro and start your reading, there's a timestamp in the description box of the video that will jump you to your 2025 forecast. The year 2025 is going to be quite a transitional and transformational one, especially with Pluto moving into Aquarius until 2043. The last time Pluto was in Aquarius was from around 1778 to 1798. And during that time, the planet experienced revolutions of many kinds, including social, political, things to do with labor, economic disparities, and unique expression of imagination that led to leaps in technology. Now, it has and it will impact generations to come, as will these next 18 years. So whatever we decide as a collective will change the course of history and the lives of future generations. No pressure, right? It's exciting, and yeah, we can be a little anxious or nervous too, but that's part of this journey. Hopefully, what Spirit has put upon me to provide over this next year will make it a little easier to choose the excitement over the fear. The world of humans does seem very divided right now, but have hope. This is a sign and reflection of the age of Aquarius that announces that the old ways no longer work for where we're heading as a planet and as a race of humanity. It will require us to see the higher capital T truths rooted in unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace and gratitude as well. And that will help us release the attachment to the old small t truths, which were rooted in fear and lower vibrational conditional love. One brings unity, the other brings separation as it focuses on self-survival rather than the us survival and us thrival. Yeah, I'm going to make up a new word, I guess, but where we thrive together. Now, for the last decade or so, Spirit has given me a theme each year that coincides with the last number of the year, whether it be by rhyming or by digit. So 2025 is geared up to be a very different year, astrologically, globally, politically, spiritually, etc., etc. So I was prepared that the theme could really be on any subject. And I was very glad to have it focused on a quest, right? Yeehaw! How exciting, right? But it will be a quest for the 5 elements. Quest for the 5 in 2025. What does that mean? The 4 elements of fire, earth, air, and water represent the 4 areas that our human character experiences in this human life. And I relate these to the tarot, which we can use to receive messages from the ethereal to assist us on our adventure. The 5th element is what I'm calling ether, which can represent the essence of the cosmic mother and cosmic father, our creator, which is the source of eternal, unconditional love energy. And I do feel our entire adventure here as a human is all about that love, either expressing or experiencing it, or crying out for it as we discover what it feels like to experience the opposite of that capital L love, which is conditional love rooted in the fear of being rejected or not being enough, a small L love. We are a perfect mountain, and we come down as a sort of satellite to move around the perfect mountain, exploring it, to see different perspectives of who we really are by experiencing a lot of who we are not. So the quest for the 5 elements will look at the 4 areas of our lives that the 4 elements relate to. So fire, which is our spiritual, energetic, vibrational journey. Earth, our physical, abundant, external world journey. Air, which is our mental and communication journey. And water, which is, of course, our emotional journey. And I'll join this with how we can use each of these areas of our human lives to raise our capital L love vibration in search of the ether. We'll have many opportunities this next year to either choose lower or higher vibrational energy, and we'll experience events and people and relationships that correspond to whatever energy we focus on. And I'm looking forward to learning as much as I can through the elements over this next year, and I invite you to be part of that adventure with me. I'm posting these 2025 forecast readings for each individual zodiac sign mid to late December, but my YouTube channel members have had early access to those as I've recorded them. I know how exciting, I know, right? If you'd like to become one of my YouTube channel members to help support my channel and to dive deeper with me, I do offer 2 levels. Zen Cricket is $2.99 a month. Praying Mantis level is $7.99 per month. In addition to early access to these 2025 forecast videos, you would also have advanced access to other videos that I intend on posting on a regular basis in 2025. So here's a sneak peek on what I intend on providing. First, we got the weekly Zen Bites on Fridays, which share a short tidbit that can help us maintain or return to our Zen, which is our connection to that higher vibrational love energy. Then we got monthly Zen Gate card readings that focus on the special energy portal that's created like on 1/1, like January 1st, 2/2, 3/3, 4/4, etc. And we can use this energy to catapult or bounce us up into higher vibration. Also have monthly card readings for the change in the zodiac sun that happens every month, as well as new moon and full moon readings. Knowing these energies can help us navigate our path as we use the astrological energy instead of letting it use us. I also have a monthly quest video that will focus on a specific element for the month with tools and information to help us make the most of the quest and the energy at the time. And of course, as I have already put out for this season, quarterly seasonal influence card readings as we experience the solstice and the equinox together. And those will be split out by astrological sign elements, so air signs, fire signs, etc., which I already put those out for winter, summer, back middle of December. So be sure to check those out. I'll try to remember to put a link down in the description box of the video. So yeah, all that's going to keep me busy a little bit and focused. So I'm excited for all that though. And everyone will have access to these at the scheduled time. But as I mentioned, my YouTube channel members will receive advanced access to all of these as soon as I record them and I upload them. In addition to sharing all of that, I'll continue to have live readings on Friday and Saturday evenings and Saturday and Sunday late mornings. Donations and my YouTube channel members do receive priority, and I always purpose to complete their readings the same day. Zen Cricket and Praying Mantis also have a special 2-hour live session on Wednesday evenings, and Praying Mantis have an additional 2 hours on Thursday evening, as well as an additional hour or so on Friday and Saturday nights and Sunday afternoon after my regular live sessions. So if you're interested in becoming a YouTube channel member, there is a link in the description box of the video down below. I also offer a variety of paid services like personal readings. That includes past life readings. I do some energy work and a few other options. So if you're interested in even deeper messages and experiences, there is a link in the description box below to a booking page that lists the items and additional information as well. Life can certainly be interesting. I'm so glad to have such amazing souls with huge hearts and great senses of humor along with me on my adventure. So thank you so much for taking the time to listen to the intro. And if you got this far, if you'll comment on this video down below, sharing something that you would like to see come to fruition in 2025, I'll automatically enter you into a drawing for the chance to win a recorded personal reading. You can comment on as many of the 12 videos as you would like, and each of those 12 would count as an entry into the drawing. So I'll pull winners at various times during January and post a video announcing the winners. Exciting. Don't tell anyone else. Shh. Alrighty, let's get into your 2025 forecast. All right, Aries, this is your 2025 forecast, and exciting year coming in for you. We'll definitely zero in onto your fire energy, see what's going on. But what we're going to do is use the compass. We're going to start off with using an oracle card. We're going to use these Wisdom of the Elders Oracle to get the overall theme for the year that Spirit wants you to be aware of. So we'll start there. And then we'll expand, and I'll explain as we go along on the journey here. All right, I really feel like this one is the one for you here. All right. And we have Spirit World 30. Omnipresence. Wow, what a powerful card for you. Beautiful card. So we'll put that right here in the middle as the center, and let's see what message comes in here for you. So your energy for the entire year, of course, you being a fire sign, you connect to the wand suit, which is what we'll look at next. But it's all about the connection to the spirit world, energy, passion. So this is perfect for you. It says the spirit world resides in all of us. That's the ether. This is the ether position too. It exists throughout the vastness of space and time and is contained within the rocks, the trees, and the air that we breathe. It is everywhere and in all things on Mother Earth. All aspects of life and spirituality are interconnected, and we are continually surrounded by it at all times. We are all one. We honor this connection through our ceremonies, and we deepen our relationships to the spirit world by acknowledging we are part of that wholeness. When we engage with the spiritual guidance available to us and communicate directly with the spirit world, we're able to tap into divine wisdom and knowledge. There are various planes within the spirit world, and the goal is to walk in alignment with the higher levels so that we're not bogged down by negativity, right? Very important for over this next year. Deepening our relationship to the divine and becoming more spiritually connected changes the way we move through and experience life. We've all come from spirit, and we all return to spirit. We're eternal, right? Our ancestors, loved ones, angels, guides, and the Creator all work with us throughout our life, and they'll be there to greet us when we make our journey home. If you've drawn the Spirit World card today and for your entire next 2025, it's a reminder that you are never alone. The Spirit World surrounds you, even at this very moment. Remember to walk through life in a good way and invite the Spirit World to be part of your journey. It is through our remembrance of our own divinity that we can fully evolve and become more spiritually connected. Wow. Powerful, powerful message. It reminds me of the Queen of Wands, which, in your suit, because she has such a strong connection to the spirit world. She has a black cat instead of a salamander to protect her. The page and the knight and the king need a salamander to protect them from the risk and the fire of passion and stepping into following, that energy. But the queen gets a second portion of cups. So she helps roll over wands, but she has cups behind the scenes, which gives her that black cat, that special empathic, emotional connection to spirit too. So as you're going through this next year, it's important to remember that your journey has been your own, and you have asked for it before you came down here. You gave all your spiritual posse a honey-do list of the things you wanted to experience, and then your energy draws in what you're focusing on in the moment. And so, spirit doesn't meddle in our life outside of all that unless we, of our own free will, are human asks. So this is, remember, watch for signs, let the repeating numbers and synchronicities be a reminder that they are behind you. You're never alone, and you can always ask for support, right? And then we're going to be using this beautiful deck of tarot, which here, get the tarot of the sacred kingdoms. And what I do is I separate out the major arcana from the 4 suits of the minor arcana. And these we'll talk about when we get to those 4 different directions, the 4 different areas of your life. But the major arcana represent the overall energy for the year like this. So let's take a look here and see what else they want you to know about your overall energy. And I feel like this is the one right here. So we'll just put that right there for now. And you got the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fates are turning. Let me see if I can zoom in a little more there. It's a beautiful card. And it's like you're entering this wonderful fated journey. And I like the Wheel of Fortune because it does tell us, kind of like we already talked about a little bit, that everything that unfolds for us in our life is for us. It's the tune of for you, the for tune, right? So I love that this is coming in saying, because this is, sometimes our human can go like, how is that for me? But this tells us that even our human's on board. So this next year, when you realize that, oh yeah, that's right, this is for me, when we step out of our fear of the life is happening to me, that victimhood, which we also come down here to experience. There's nothing wrong in experiencing those feelings, but remembering that it is for us allows us to change from lower vibration experiences, drawing in more lower vibration events and people and situations, instead seeing that it is for us and having gratitude, looking for it, it does transform things. So I love it. Powerful 2025, really stepping into your connection to the spirit world, and in that realizing you're an eternal being and that you didn't just get dumped down here and you're not a baby in the back seat of a car being driven around, but you're driving the vehicle, and your energy is what draws things to you. Creator is next to you, being a co-creator, listening to your energy. Where do you want to go? Whatever your energy is focusing on, they plug into the nav system, and we go there, and they're in charge of the air conditioning, and the radio and the heater, whatever, and handing out the snacks. And then all your spiritual posses is behind in this giant bus that you have, full of all these, like, they're almost like puppies. They don't care where you're going as long as they're along for the ride. And you're leading this, and you're stepping into this power. So I love that energy for you. And so we'll start off here in the middle. Let me just make sure it's kind of centered here. There we go. At least between all this stuff. And then we move down here into the wheel that I use has the south is fire, which is one suit. But we'll start off here. It represents your passion, your drive, your ambition, inspiration, your spiritual energy. So this will be what they want you to know about your energetic adventure over this next year. And for that, we're going to use these Gateway of Light Activation Oracle by Kyle Gray. So let's take a look here. All right, I think that's your card. So we'll look at that. Just put these over here. And you have, oh wow, Akashic Records. This is so amazing. With your spiritual journey and your unfolding here. Clearing old stories, releasing past lives, freedom coming in. So I love that. So let's grab that and see what this has here for you. Akashic Records, of course, holds all of our stories and our past lives and all those energies. And with this new connection in the spirit realm, it makes total sense that it seems like you're going to have more access to the spirit world here. It says, a stargate is a portal that can take us through space and time to a whole other universe. It's based on the concept of Einstein-Rosen bridge, or what is also known as a wormhole, where a speculative structure linking different points of space-time is created. In spirituality, a stargate is less about traveling on the physical, three-dimensional level and more about making progress on the spiritual. We already knew that, right? Well, here is. A feature of many spiritual traditions is the idea that all of us have a stargate in our heart that connects us with the central lattice of consciousness, the divine matrix. The Buddha acknowledged we were the universe, while Jesus said, the kingdom of heaven is within you. So the Akashic Stargate transports us to a space where we're given the opportunity to make a decision to accelerate the realization of our life purpose. To connect to that, visualize yourself at a crossroads. Tune in to the direction that feels most joyful, light, and loving. And imagine yourself walking that road. See all that it brings you. And your message that comes in with this card says, whenever the Akashic Stargate is presented to you, it's because you're at a critical point on your journey. You have the opportunity to move in a particular direction, and you have to make a decision. This can feel overwhelming, and you may be waiting for someone or something to make the decision for you. But like I was talking about, you're driving the bus, right? But you aren't here to walk a path that was set for you. You're here to walk a path that you have chosen. The next phase of your journey cannot unfold until you decide which way to go. Know that whatever direction you take and whatever decision you make, you'll always be on the right path. No matter how you get there, you'll always end up in a similar space. Also know that purpose isn't about doing your duty, it's about living life and experiencing joy. Yeah. So going on this adventure, this journey, realizing that there's not like a must or a have to, supposed to, should. There is only, where do you want to go? What do you want to do? We're eternal beings. There isn't like, it's like going to a playground. It's like, all right, I must complete this, and this, and do it in this order. No, you go play, and in each lifetime, it's almost like, I'm going to try the slide this lifetime, and maybe the seesaw. I'm going to save those others for another lifetime. And then you don't get to the seesaw, so another lifetime you go onto the seesaw. And then you go, I might try the swings too, but you don't get to the swings, so another lifetime you get to the swings. You see how fluent and how it's about our enjoyment and living and experiencing, not about completion. And we're already perfect beings, we're like perfect mountains. We come down here to explore it, so the mountain doesn't need to change. We just find out new things about ourselves as we see it from different perspectives, different views, even going into the caves that are within the mountain to find out what's within. And so it's a beautiful unfolding there. All right. So, and we got wonderful pyramid energy here with this amethyst pyramid. So this is the power and the energy. And then for that, like I said, we use the wand suit. So we'll take a look here. I feel like we're going to pull 2 cards for each direction and just see what they want you to know. What else about your energetic journey during this next year? Okay, here's one. And nope, they don't want either one of those. All right, I do want this one, though. All right. So you do have the 9 of Wands. Beautiful card. We'll kind of just put it like a ray of sunshine. How about that? And then you also have the King of Wands. Oh, wow. I just love these cards. I'll zoom in and see if you can see it a little better there. So the King of Wands is a lot like Emperor energy, where it's you choose what you're wanting to do. You choose, what direction you want to go, like we were talking about here, about your journey, where you want to head, how you want to get there. You put a plan and you put energy behind it. And the 9 of Wands with this combination is about perseverance, about, pushing forward. Don't let things stop you. in the human world, allow yourself to move forward, allow yourself that progression. So I like that for you. So definitely spiritually, it is this leap forward. You stepping into what you're wanting to do, where you're wanting to go. So your energy is being focused, but you're also, because of this expansion, it's almost like there's this upgrade and downloads that you get this next year that give you extra access to the Akashic records. And I like that for you. So from that, we go, we're going to go north here to the Pentacles suit. And for that, we're going to look at this money and the law of attraction by the Hicks. And so we're going to pull an oracle for that. This is the only suit that has to do about your outside physical life and physical things and other people on stage with you and your body and your possessions and money. So all that stuff out there. The rest of them have to do with inner energy, emotional, mental and spiritual kind of passion energy, but this is the only one about the outside world. So let's see what they want you to know here. Aries, for next year, what's the main focus? All right, I feel like they really want this yellow one here. All right. So we'll put that here. And, whoop, okay. You got card number 58. That says, I can earn money by doing what I love to do. So again, this is kind of like this, there's this time in your life, like this card was saying, that it's time. This next year is it. You're at a crossroads and it's like, what are you waiting for to live your dream to die? It's time like for you to step into what is your true heart's desire and sharing the love within your heart, that unconditional love energy in your heart with the world in your own unique way. And it's like, well, but I don't know if I can make money doing it. Well, you will find a way. It says you can earn money. And I'll let you see this and then I'll read it. I don't know if it's, there it is, a little bit more focused in there. And it says, as you practice your more positive, better feeling story, in time, your pleasure will become the dominant vibration within you. And then, as you couple your pleasure with your means of earning, the two will blend perfectly and enhance each other. Says there is no better way to earn money than to do the things you love to do. Money can flow into your experience through endless avenues. It is not the choice of the craft that limits the money that flows, but only your attitude toward money. Ooh, right? So it's that belief that we have towards, well, I can't make money doing that. It's like, well, not if you have that attitude, right? All right. And then we have the Pentacles coins suit. And again, this will be what else they want you to know about your physical adventure. So it does appear like the big focus is whatever you need to do to create that and to allow yourself that, and to question your beliefs and mindsets around it, right? So let's see what else they want you to know here. So what else here? Okay, they do want this one and this one. All right. So first card you got was the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles brings a dual message for you. It is this message of, it's like the last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit. And so it's patience. But I feel like before that, usually that's the primary meaning I usually get from this card. But the secondary meaning, they're like bringing it to the forefront. And they're saying that, part of the Seven of Pentacles is when you start to receive fruit around what you thought was your dream, what you wanted. Like you got an apple tree orchard and you start to grow apples and you're like, apples? Why did I want apples? And you're like, oh, that's right. Everyone else wanted apple juice and apple pie and apple cider and apple, fritters and what all this other stuff they can make from apples, and apples themselves. People like apples themselves. But you like guacamole and you're like, I want, you're discovering, I want guacamole. And so you're like, I'm going to buy an orchard of avocados and sell off this and let this other orchard go because that's not my dream. And this is a changing of direction when the fruits of your labor start to show themselves. Yeah, and the Ace of Pentacles. So perfect. That is new opportunity opening up instead. So that very much supports this energy of letting go of that energy that's there. So I love that. Very much supportive. It sounds like you're like changing your life direction to be something more in alignment with your high heart next year. All right, and then we move over here to the west, which is not the west, the east, which is the air. And so for that, we're going to pull here from the urban crow, something that flies. So, okay, well, there we go. Boom, boom, right away. You got your card here. This is your mental adventures, your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations, the stories that we put to life. And so it's all about that. And this will be your mental adventure during 2025. And like I said, so you got distance here, card 14. And we're going to put that like this for now. And let's see what that brings in here for you. So to get the lay of the land, sometimes you need to take a look from a distance. Distance indicates that you would be served by taking a step back so you can see the big picture. You may be focusing too narrowly on one area while there's a whole world out there to explore. You may need to consider it growth within a situation or relationship is at risk of being stunted due being overcritical or nitpicky. Are you able to see the potential even if there are a few flaws? Of course, you might find distance appears when you're too focused on one positive aspect of a situation or event while missing all of the negative outcomes that may potentially exist. Distance asks if you're too close to a situation to remain impartial or unbiased. You might benefit from taking a leave of absence or literally putting some distance between you and the situation by taking a trip. So I feel like this is all building in together so perfectly here for you, because sometimes if we're living someone else's dream, until we step back and take a look at our lives and go, oh, you know what? I am waking up in the morning going, oh, crap, I got to go live my dream today. When you feel that way, that's not living our dream. That's living someone else's dream. And sometimes it takes us taking a trip, stepping away, taking a sabbatical, like it said, and just stepping away and going, what is getting away from all the noise, like that King of Wands, and just deciding, the King of Wands sometimes will have like a whole, kingdom hall full of people, advisors, self-appointed, some of them, all yapping, telling them what the kingdom and the empire is supposed to be, should be, need to be, have to be, must be. And everyone has all their opinions, but this is stepping outside of that. And this is sometimes what it takes is to clear the throne room. The king goes from his summer palace to his winter palace, or goes away and be able to reflect and see what they really want and what actions they want to take. So I love that for you. And I didn't show you, we had this beautiful amethyst crystal for the earth, and for the air, we've got this beautiful amethyst skull for the head, the thinking. And of course, that takes us into the suit of swords. And we will see what else they want you to know here. So what else? Okay, there's one. What else? Okay, and they do want this one here too. Fast, fast, boom, boom. Must be a fast thinker. Okay, so up first we have the Queen of Swords, balancing the head and the heart. And that is very supportive too, because that talks about, this energy of not just using our head, but allowing our heart to have a say-so in what we want to do and where we want to go. Because if we get all caught up in the mind and the supposed tos and the shoulds, and, having these beliefs that are rooted in fear of rejection, fear of letting someone down, fear of failure, fear of being looked at weird for choosing a different path. And it can happen, but it's about balancing the heart and allowing yourself to follow your heart and have it at the seat at the table, right? And then you have the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords is, you got two sevens. You have the Seven of Pentacles and now the Seven of Swords. With sevens are very spiritual energy. We get two sevens together, it does talk about looking at your spiritual path and focusing on spirit, which is normal for you anyway. But the Seven of Swords is becoming aware of your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that have made you feel limited and bound and trapped. And normally they'll have like someone sneaking away from a camp, and there's two swords in the ground, which are two, ways of thinking and stories that you were aware of that had stolen and made things feel limited in your life before. And then they're holding three swords in one arm that they see, and then in the other arm, which they're not looking at, they have two more. So it's like those three that you're seeing are things that you recently have worked through. This next year, there's going to be two that come in with that. And I feel like they do have to do with this feeling of lack, like, I don't think I can do this. And maybe some around worth of, I'm not sure what I could do. And so sometimes we'll revert to what's safe instead of what is, exciting and taking us on our, adventure. So I like that. So definitely this step away, put the stories on the back burner that you've been hearing and look at what story you want to tell yourself about your life instead. All right. And then we move into the final suit, which is Cups. This is the water of the West, of course, represents emotion. So, of course, we're going to bring in this wonderful manifestation oracle cards of the moon from Moonology. So let's take a look here and see. Nope, they don't want any of those. What's your emotional adventure? What they want you to know for this next year. All right. So this top one is it. If I can get it. There it is. All right. Put that over there. And you've got Leave the Past Behind, the last quarter moon in Capricorn. This is so fitting, because Capricorn is the house or the sign that is about the work, right? And so this can be definitely about a change of direction, a change of what you're wanting to do, leaving the old behind, right? But let's see what else they want here. Last quarter moon in Capricorn. All right, that's going to be further back here. Okay, here we go. So something is standing between what you want and how you can get it, and that's okay. Now you know it's there, and you can do something about it. You just need to be strategic. It's wonderful to go for things with a childlike, carefree attitude, but drawing this card suggests you need a proper plan as well. Yeah, Capricorn. I'm Capricorn rising. I see life through a series of spreadsheets. Says, leave the past behind. You may need to move through and clear a criticism someone has made of you, which has somehow burned itself into your brain. You have work to do. Manifesting mix, it says the moon has a bright, shining energy, but a reserved pressure is piling on. Your manifesting mindset says the great thing about knowing what stands between you and your goal is that you can do something about it. Again, you stepping forward. I love this energy. Manifesting magic. These crystals work especially well for the sign of Capricorn, which is pyrite, golden tiger's eye, rose quartz, which we happen to just have here with the rose quartz heart, blue kyanite, green jade, or red jasper. So choose one and hold it while you meditate, visualizing a shimmering, pearlescent gold light swirling around you. Alternatively, keep your crystal close by as you work through your situation, or use 5 or 6 to make a crystal grid. Your manifestation affirmation is the only way out is through. And when to manifest your magic, the best time to work your magic is when the moon is in Capricorn, or on a Saturday, which is Saturn's day, or during Saturn's hour. And I think that depends on where you're at in the world. Let me see. It says, does it tell us? Does it tell us? I don't think that's so important, though, the hour. We'll just, if you want to search Saturn's hour and go with what resonates, you can do that if you're drawn to that. Otherwise, that feels a bit too specific for what you're going through for an entire year. In the last quarter, moon in Capricorn takes place when the sun is in Aries and the moon is in Capricorn. It knows that sometimes the old guy wins. Yay! Old guy. All right. So I love that for you, all that manifestation energy and that, leaving behind what no longer serves you really fits in here as well. And of course, we've got the beautiful, like I said, the beautiful rose quartz heart, which is so perfect for that energy. And the Suit of Cups. So let's take a look here and see what your final two cards are here. And see what we've got here. What else? Okay, they do want that one and that one here. All right. So you have the Six of Cups. Now, the Six of Cups is one of my past life connection cards. And again, here's that Akashic Records making itself known again, kind of scooching itself in. Childhood dreams, too, can be mixed in with these emotions. And one of the things that you could be doing with, like the Seven of Swords when we were talking about some old mindsets, can go back to childhood, of course, but there might be some emotional transformation that can happen in some old ways. And I think one of these cards talked about that as well, about some old criticism, some old things that might have been said to you. In fact, I think it was that card. But, when the things that the Six of Cups brings in is that when we're able to calmly step back and look at our emotions and look at our emotional past, when we go into it knowing that every moment is a choice between either higher vibrational unconditional love or lower vibrational small l conditional love, rooted in the fear of losing love. When we realize that when our little inner child feels unsafe and out of control, it's going to choose lower vibrational energy. It throws out our intelligent, compassionate, loving side, and instead it does whatever it feels it needs to, whatever unintelligent, unloving, unemotional, loving way to feel back in control and safe again. And generally, that means that there is actions that are taken that are not welcomed by someone else. So if someone's in fear, they're acting like a fool because they're out of their minds, literally out of their intelligent minds. And then what are they doing? They're, throwing stuff and we happen to be there. It's like someone drowning. They're panicking. We swimming out to help them and they don't see us and they hit us upside the head accidentally. And we're like, that hurt. And then they see that we're there and they grab onto us like a life preserver and take us underwater. And like, why are they trying to kill me? And then we get them back to shore. And then when they're calm, the adult returns to them in their eyes and they're not panicked anymore. When we look at life that way and we can go back and like emotionally intelligently with awareness, look at other people's actions and go, those were either of unconditional love or fear. Most of them were out of fear, right, that we remember, that brought on the trauma, that brought on those memories. And we can look at those and go, they were acting out of fear. This wasn't about me, but I made it about me. My inner child made it about me because obviously, it's like when parents divorce. I must have done something wrong. Children automatically assume it was them. Well, we do too when we're younger. Someone acting out, doing unloving, uncaring, unintelligent things. It must be because I'm not worthy. It must be because I deserve that or whatever. But there's this transformation that can happen when we step into our power. And then that lower vibrational emotional energy transforms into higher wisdom instead. So I love that. And then you have the Five of Cups. Yep. So 5 and 6 of Cups, transformation, of lower vibrational to higher vibrational emotions. So there is that combination that's coming in here. You're learning a lot about your own self, and we'll be stepping through a lot of different things monthly. I mentioned it in the intro, a lot of the different videos that I'm doing going forward into 2025 to help us. A monthly quest and weekly Zen bites that will help us, and how to transform things, and how to put this, 4 different areas of our life, how to ignite them with ether energy to help us connect higher and higher vibration, bringing in higher vibrational experiences and higher vibrational people and higher vibrational relationships of all kinds. So exciting. So stay tuned for all those. Those will be coming out intermittently as well. So I'm so excited for this adventure for you, all of you Aries. Definitely a spark that is going to be coming in, and we need your bright, bright, new beginning light. You have very powerful energy, and you can help spark humanity with sharing this love within your heart in your own unique, special way. So I love this for you. And that's what they have for you for this point of 2025. Of course, it's not all inclusive. It's just kind of a map to kind of give you an idea of what you're heading into, but it's a world of possibilities. And if you'd like, you can, join me as we also have live readings on Friday and Saturday and Sundays. Friday nights, Saturday afternoons, and Sunday afternoons. All that information is listed in the description box of the video down below. And if you're looking for a personal reading, I do offer that and some other items. There's also a link down there in the description box. So I'm so grateful. If you're enjoying these videos, give them a thumbs up. It does help you become part of the love tsunami, spreading the Zen love throughout the world. And I'm very grateful for that. And then before we head off, just remember every second of every day of your life, all of 2025, that you are eternally and unconditionally loved by the Cosmic Mother, the Cosmic Father, our Creator, and of course, I love you too. So until I see you again, much love, hang in there, take care of yourself. We'll see you soon.